everyone, and welcome to the second day of competition right here at the 2023 Visit Maldives Pro. Yesterday,
Yeah.
and we had to resume the day, but it was it was an amazing day. So we have a pack of highlights. But today, the plans are to run the men division, whatever is left from yesterday, because we only had to. I mean, we only had the chance to run one single heat from the round number one for the men division. So plans, Giuliano, for today?
Yeah, we're gonna run the 7 heats of the round one, as we did only one, and then round two, and then the technical team is gonna check if the tide is coming too up and the wave starts to come in the even area. They're gonna call off. But until now, we're gonna run it, and then another check around 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
That's right, that's right. So, well, we have the highlights, I'm sorry, from yesterday, so you can check that out in case you haven't done it. And then we're going to come back with the action, so don't go anywhere. Wow, look at that beautiful shot. It's starting this heat, and we do have a nice wave coming. This is rated in red. Is Kainalu Shim from Hawaii. Little frustrated there, trying to just perform a quick roll. And we're gonna introduce this heat. Juliana, who do we have?
All right, we have Kainalu Shim representing Hawaii in red, Hein Haim Vaturi from Israel in white, Ali Javed Jate, as they call the Maldivian local, in yellow, and Lucius Stick from France in blue. The first wave of Kainu, as you are watching in the replay, just nice bottom turn, goes for the invert, but the wave just didn't offer too much section for him, so it just drives out that one. So this is the heat number 2, round 1. The heats will be with 25 minutes. Top 2 waves to score, and let's go. Live action. This is Jate dropping this nice looking wave. Cool, nice roll in the section, and one more for Jate.
That's right. You can tell he was definitely aiming for an ARS, I believe, but he just went for the safe maneuver. I think it's a very good call. You want to just, you want to start safe. And this is the replay. As you can see, this is a very nice looking wave. He actually found a very good spot to hit it. And yeah, just went for the safe maneuver. And I believe it's a good call for him.
Yeah, first effort from Jate. Some points in this score, 6.5, good wave.
Very good wave.
For the audience that is not familiar with the judgment, you have this standard in criteria from 0.5 to 2.5. It's a poor wave, poor score. And from 2.5 to 5.5, it's a good score. 5.5 to 8 points, it's a good score. All right.
We're gonna get back to that. We have a right, the first one of the day. That will be rider in white. The sole Israeli rider that we have in this event is Han Haim Vaturi. He's also competing in a drop knee division. Yesterday he had a little bit of a situation, got dragged by the current, but the good thing is that he was rescued. And nice drop there for Han. He has been working here in Maldives for a number of months, I would say, and that was a roll. That was a complete maneuver for him. Oh, let's see where the scores are dropping. I don't know.
Yeah, there was a roll right there on the at the right. Yeah.
Okay, well, guys. So yeah, what you were saying, it's very important is the average or the how the scores are considered, and also you guys have to know that we have a panel, well, a replay there. Okay, well, we have a barrel there for Kainalu, and that's we're gonna see if he could perform that. I believe that happened while we were watching the replay for Han Haim. So yeah, let's see how that one comes out for Kainalu. But I was saying that, guys, we have a panel of 4 judges. So the way it works, the way the scores works is like all judges give the scores and they take away the highest score and the lowest score and they do an average, and that's how the actual score or the final score pops up.
Yeah, and I was mentioning from 0.5 to 2.5, it's a poor score. 2.5 from 5 to 5, average. 5.5 to 8, good wave. And from 8 to 10, an excellent wave. So this is the standard for the judges to, punctuate, to give their points at those waves that are ridden. So we have now in first Kainalu Shim from Hawaii. His best wave it's a 5.25, and his backup score is a 1.5. Ali Javed in second with a 6.5. Han Haim third, 2.75, as the judges corrected their roll. Oh, see, upper riding in white, in yellow, it's Ali Javed. Nice spin on the wall. Just looking for another section down the line, and this wave didn't offer another section. So there it is. Second wave from Ali Javed, one of the most popular locals here in the Maldives.
Very funny guy, very cool and happy guy. We had the chance of doing a couple trips last year, and he was all smiles and was just cheering all the time. The trip here, he comes, he knows his wave so well, and yeah, look at that. Just goes for a very stylish spin, keeps going, and yeah, actually with that 6.5, this was enough to provide him of a 3.25. That's a good backup score. Right now he's in first with a total of 9.75, and the Hawaiian got a 5.25 after his second wave, and right now he's in second. Han Hain, he got a 2.75 for the right row, and Lucius, we haven't seen him yet, the Frenchman, but I know for a fact this guy serves really good, so we're gonna get to see some action from this multinational heat.
Yeah, all international heat, and as you've seen, waves are good. Swell is dropping a little bit. Condition looks cleaner this morning, as yesterday there was huge, some 10 to 12 foot bombs here at Varunulaa Raalhugandu, but today it seems for me that swell it's kind of dropping a little bit. The tide is low right now, and some very nice conditions. For me it's around 6 to 8 foot, but very rideable waves, as these guys are managing nice points in this heat. Very good scores. We already had some good waves ridden, and looks there's a big set out the back, Bego.
Yeah, I mean, there's still some consistent 8 footers there, maybe even bigger. That's a bump actually, but yeah, as you can see, probably the biggest are not the best because if you, I mean, probably to the right, it's got some potential, but you gotta be very careful with the rights. The thing with the rights is there's a place there that strong current. I might say probably a riptide current. It just drags you out of the competition area. I think that's happening again to the Seoul Israeli, to Han Hain, because if you guys can see all the way to the right, he's kind of like very far away from the main peak. Let's see if he can get back to there. I mean, I will say the main peak here, it's in between yeah, the center, the middle of the bridge. That's our beautiful heat presentation.
Yeah, here we go. Let's see, these are the graphics of the Visit Maldives Pro 2023. Very stylish. Kainalu Shim, Henhain Vaturi, Ali Javed, and Lucius Stick. Very good looking graphics. Congratulations
Amazing.
to these guys. They're doing an amazing job. Last year was great, and this year it's even better. So, Fuku, Rush, and all the MBBA team, huge props for you guys. Congratulations. With 15 minutes and 40 seconds remaining, hit situation, Ali Javed in first, Kainalu Shim in second, Hen Hain Vaturi in third, and Lucius Stick in third. Ali Javed from Maldives, Kainalu Shim Hawaiian, Hen Vaturi from Israel, and Lucius the Frenchman.
That's right. And guys, the plans for today, in case you miss it, we are going to be running only the men division. No other division is going to be surfing today. Gotta love those planes landing there. It's amazing to see the size of the place that lands here. The airport is ready to receive any kind of plane. So Mali, amazing place. So yeah, going back to the schedule, we have what we have planned. It, of course, it all depends on the conditions. It's running only the men division. We are picking up whatever is left from yesterday, which is mostly the whole round
Yeah.
number one, and then we're gonna keep going with round number two for the men. We don't know what's gonna happen. Yesterday we have a little bit of a madness with the high
Yes, it's
tides.
crazy.
Yeah, but yeah, we're gonna be letting you know, guys. And remember, you can go to the IBC World Tour website. Um, Everything is there. We have the live feed. We also have the link tree where we're going to show you that real soon. You can scan it there, and it will take you to all of our socials. So the link tree, it's a QR code that we bring you here. There you have it. So it's basically scan that. It will take you directly to the scores
Yes.
and to all of our socials.
Yeah, all of our social medias. You can hit it, the Facebook, the Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and obviously IBC website, and you can check all the informations about riders, events, and live scores, obviously. So if you have some time available, please hit internet and you'll see how big was the swell yesterday. A lot of water coming over the bridge and into the Mali city. A lot of very
crazy.
funny and weird videos as well.
Oh,
and
yeah.
yes, it's crazy.
Yeah, well, I mean, this is an island, and it's nature. You can't control it. We always say the same thing, but it's actually always good to see different things. If it was all the time
Yeah.
all the same, it would be boring, right?
Yeah, it was amazing to see this big swell incoming, and we are having the full moon here, so the tide is getting very high.
Very high.
Yeah, very high, and this is why this current is so strong, because the tide variation it's very large and painful for the riders to struggle against this current. And as you see, the riders now are paddling towards the bridge as the tide at the lineup goes toward north, but in the inside it goes toward south. So for me, it's going to be the smart decision, as we mentioned yesterday, for the riders to not catch just a little wave and paddle in the whitewash until the channel, and then find a better position.
Yeah, I agree with you, Giuliano, totally. You have a limit amount of minutes of time. So you have to be wise. You have to choose well. And also when you choose it, this is what we always say, you have to milk the opportunity. You
Yeah.
have to milk the wave. Try to do as many maneuvers as possible in the best way possible, because it will take you a long time to get out there. And you know what? I haven't seen the Frenchman, and I only see these three competitors.
Maybe.
And yeah, well, let's see what happens. There's definitely a very strong current out there. Well, guys, if you're just joining us, this is the second day of competition at the 2023 Visit Maldives Pro. Let us know where you're tuning in from, and remember, we count on you for sharing this live streaming and supporting this event and supporting the IBC World Tour in of our events. We are in the second block of the IBC World Tour, and thank you very much, Slow Tape. We have there the Instagrams of our events, and we have Wave.
All right, here we go, live action. That was Hen Hain looking for this left-hander, but the wave just shuts down over him, and he dips out of that. So 10 minutes remaining. Just some information about this heat. We're gonna have this 25-minute heats. Top two wave scores. The sum of those two waves will give the rider a sum, a total, and the highest total will deem the winner and the second place, which will advance to round two, and third and fourth places will be eliminated from this competition.
Yeah, full elimination round, but yeah, I mean, we have a large number of competitors for the men division. It's great to see how this event improved and just raised the numbers in competitors. That just measures the success that we had last year. So there you have it. Support our events. It's the Instagram accounts for every single event that we have at the IBC World Tour this year, starting with Wahine and of course finishing with Fronton King. But remember, we do have two invitationals or special events for the IBC World Tour, which is the 10 Invitational that already happened.
Yeah.
And we have the Anel Challenge.
Yes, in France. So as you see the board, that number on the left side, it's the priority. So first priority for Kainu Lushim, second priority to Ali Javed. Priority means that this guy, he has the right to paddle and surf any way he wants, and the other riders cannot even paddle in the same wave, because maybe it's gonna be priority interference, and with this it's gonna be penalized for such a movement. So 8 minutes and 50 seconds remaining. Ali Javed sitting in first place, Kainalo second. Some good waves ridden in this heat, but you know, a bummer for Hein and
Hen, yes.
Hen, yes, Hen, and Lucius probably have a non-show.
Yeah, that's weird. I saw it the other day. Anyways, guys, we have rules of priority. We have actually we're gonna get you that graphic where we show how the priorities works here for the IBC. We have been showing that since Sita Quachara, and it's a very useful thing. Anyways, we're gonna get you that. But for today, only men division, and I believe, you know, I think the swell's really dropping, so we might be able to keep running. Remember, guys, we have 87 participants from 16 nations in this event, so it's a way bigger event than last year, way longer. Technical team just advised that we have at least 6 days of competition with probably 8 hours per day, so we have to move, you know. Also, there is a situation we will be having like a flat day on next week, you know, so Saturday, I believe.
Yeah, the last day in the waiting period is very small, And in the Friday, the day before, we have this religious day, which is difficult to run because everything shuts down from 11 to 2 p.m. and it's very tough to run before that and after that. So the call is trying to finish this event on Thursday, right?
That's right. That's what it's planned. But you know, guys, everything is subject to change. And
Sure.
I just would like to take this opportunity to thank everyone that has made this event possible. Remember, this event has a lot of partners and sponsors. It's we have a destination partner and presenter, which is the Visit Maldives. We this event is being done in association with the Ministry of Youth, Sports and Community Empowerment. Also, we have a co-sponsor, which is the Ministry of Tourism, digital partner Diragu. We have the online media partner Adadu. We have a catering partner. Oh my God, the food that we have been eating here at the event has been great. Thank you very much. That's Burusu Catering. We have an event partner, which is official events. Merchandise partner Mujas Art Box. And we have a wave here.
Yeah, I've been riding in yellow. Ali Javed trying to go around the section, but the wave just closes out and Hero get this foam just to, you know, try in a better position. You see how the current throws him to the right side of this bridge as he's pedal out looking for another wave. Ali Javed, the Maldivian most popular local bodyboarder, really nice guy, always happy and, you know, cheering up for the ride. Actually, he coaches Ayan Ahmed, which is a Maldivian Grom, also very nice kid, very smart, very intelligent, and one of the Maldivians' promises for the future.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, one thing that I have to stand out from this year, it's how the number of competitors, of Maldivian competitors, has raised. And in all the speeches that we had in the opening ceremony from all the guests and every people that we have been talking, even Rish, our local commentator, everyone has said how big was the impact of this event last year. It made the bodyboarding community grow so much, and of course the work of the Maldivian Association of Bodyboarding, it's amazing. Throughout the year they had this national circuit. They have been really driven and really committed to bodyboarding here in Maldives. So for us, coming from so far away, knowing the
Yeah.
bodyboarding communities around the world, this is really inspiring and just, I don't know, fills my heart.
Yeah, I had this conversation with Rish yesterday, and I asked her how the sports tourism was impacting Maldives, as this is a very famous destinations for weddings and, you know, just regular tourism. But for sports, it seems that it's going to increase year after year, especially now as they are hosting a world tour event, and this is coming very nicely for them, as in numbers and, you know, in number of riders, countries, and everything that grows the sport worldwide.
I mean, the events bring so many positive effects and everything. So thank you very much, every single Maldivian, and of course the Maldivian Association of Bodyboarding, for bringing this event. And I'm just going to continue with the list of sponsors, because it's very important for you to know who has been supporting us. But yeah, that's after we see this wave for Ali Javed. Well, that's a nice looking role for the
Yeah.
hit leader, a local. Ali demos, I mean, just showing why he's first in this heat. He's a local. He knows perfectly this wave. He serves here so much.
Yeah, Ali definitely dominating his heat. Look at this roll, very nice roll, right on the shoulder, lands perfectly, and it seems for me that he's good for this heat. One more look on this one, just waiting the lip to pitch and then bangs the roll, nice and clean roll. Here you see just in front of our water photographer, which I think it's Yerko from Chile, who's
Yerko.
in the water. Yeah, Yerko.
From
Vasquez.
all the way from El Planeta Flopo, the Flopos planet. Well, going back to the sponsors, we have also Ice Network as a broadcasting partner. We have Island Apparels as an partner. We have Mukai Hotel, where we are staying, very comfortable we are.
Nice.
That's our accommodation partner, and of course we have supporting partners, which is D-Tech, D-Tech, TFG, Estelco, MNDF, the police, and the Mali City Council. Thank you very much, everyone, for support the biggest event for bodyboarding in the Asian continent. And this is the sole event in the Asian continent that the IBC World Tour has.
Yeah, that's very good to have one this big in Asia. Actually, we have so many bodyboarding contests in South America and Europe, but since last year, ABC putting his flag, putting the flag in the Asian continent, the most populated continent in the planet. So it's very nice to be here, so far away from our homes, but even so close in bodyboarding community.
That's right, so close and for us. And also, you know what? It's impressive. We have a huge, it's a nice number of Malaysian competitors. It's great. This is the beauty of coming to different places. We get to know different nationalities, and yes, I'm so excited, and I'm waiting so much for the Moroccan event, because bodyboarding in Morocco is huge, and the waves are really good, and the level of bodyboarding is really high. So I believe we're gonna see a lot of unknown heroes.
Yeah.
A lot of unknown riders. Okay, sorry, I just got distracted with that. And yes, this heat is over, and official results is what you see in your screen. Ali Javed advanced in first and Kainalu in second. Congratulations to him, anyways, for his performance. We're gonna hit a heat recap and a commercial break, and gonna be back real soon.
Oh, I can, just some conversation.
And we're back here at the 2023 Visit Maldives Pro. I'm Giuliano, and I have the honor to be here side by side with Mr. J. Real, the legend himself.
Thanks, Giuliano. Glad to be back in the booth this morning. It is pumping out there, folks. You've seen it, the first heat. There are plenty of waves and almost too much waves in the way that some competitors are having a difficult time getting in the spot to pick off a wave. So that's going to be something that's probably going to improve as the day wears on. The swell drops and riders see what other riders do in their heats and learn from that. So as we progress on into this next heat, which is heat number 3 of the men's, let's see if things get better and better. So let's go straight to the water, check the action. We're underway with the next heat. And there's our aerial shot. You see 3 competitors out there trying to find that magic spot where they're going to get that epic wave and get that big score, which they all need to advance through this heat.
Yeah, and that's very nice to see the drone view, and you can really measure how hard it is to stay in position out there. And there's also a wave ridden in this heat. Looks, it's in blue. Seikichi Mon. Seikichi, the Brazilian. Nice to have Seikichi in there. Just a 1.5, but anyway, taking first position. I've known Seikichi like, I don't know, maybe 20 years ago when he used to live in Brazil, but now it seems that he's living in California, right?
Yeah, actually in Miami Beach. He's like a big-time real estate guy down there. So this is a departure. You know, he's kind of revisiting his bodyboarding life. That was a replay of Lucien Valstic wave that he just had there. I believe that was from this heat. We're waiting for updates here. And on the screen, you can see some scores starting to pop through. So far, just one for Seikichi Shinmon, who is from Brazil originally, now, as I mentioned, living in the United States. Lucien Valstic from France, Gary Thatcher, our Australian competitor, and Alexander Montes, our Spanish rider. So again, another international heat, 4 nations represented there, and the veteran, of course, Seikichi Shinmon, he said to me he's on his way to Indonesia. So this is sort of a stopover for him.
Right.
He doesn't make a living as a pro bodyboarder. He makes a living selling properties in Miami Beach. So this is just icing on the cake for him. Good for him.
Yeah, that's a very nice way to, you know, spend his money, right?
I think so.
Coming to Maldives and then Indonesia. Well, that's why we work and we live for, you know. I have seen the riders document as they filling in, and most of them, what is your dream? Travel the world with my family. Most of them have the same answer, and maybe this is one of the best things to do in living is traveling, right?
I'm 100% in agreement with that. So yeah, the traveling is really what makes, you know, you learn culture and learn different languages. And speaking of different languages, we have Bego Martinez down at the beach with our heat winner from the last heat. Bego, take it away. Okay, so we're working on that audio. You know, we got a lot of salt spray flying around here. I got to tell you, you know, we mentioned the high tide. We're at what's called a sturgeon full moon on August 1st. So we're 6 days past that sturgeon full moon, and this is a supermoon, which means the Earth and the moon are in perigee, which I'm not going to get too nerdy about this, but it means that the moon is...
Please do it. We love it.
The moon is at its closest point to the Earth when it's in perigee, which is why we have these extreme tides right now. Very high tide, a very low tide. That will start to ease as the week progresses, those extreme tidal differences. But man, yesterday, I mean, the judges were getting barreled. That's how gnarly the high tide was.
And we have the red jersey up and riding on this one. Just a quick in and out for Lucien Valstic, the Frenchman.
Yeah, that's a tough one to pronounce there, but I think you got it pretty close there. Valstic. Valstic. We're going to have to ask him. If he happens to win the heat, we'll get the heat winner's interview. So, yeah, so 18 minutes, 50 seconds remaining in this heat. And so far, 4 waves ridden, and leading the heat, the veteran, Seikichi Shinmon, with just 2 waves under 2 points, but so far no high-scoring rides. Again, Lots of current out there. We got this circular current with the current on the outside pushing to the north. That is to the left-hand side of your screen. The current on the inside you can see pushing to the right. So let's see if Bego is down here getting some of that salt spray with our heat winner from the last heat. Bego, take it away. And looks like Bego's not taking it away yet. So let's go back to the water here. We got, Lucian Valsteek just getting
I think it's
smashed.
Sekiti in the blue.
Oh, was that? Sorry.
Yeah. Sekiti got smashed.
Yeah. Definitely jackhammered on that one. So Sekichi scores coming through just a half a point on that wave. So he just gets credit for literally airdropping into oblivion here. So far, very low scoring heat. Gary Thatcher, our Australian, yet to get a wave.
Yeah, but I think that was kind of a strategy. Look, just the paddle now, he's very close to the right side, and then he can paddle easily and stay in position because the outside, as we were mentioning, there is this strong current throw them to north.
Yes.
So for me, it was just a strategy wave.
A repositioning maneuver, if
Probably.
you will, right? So it's his chance to kind of move back up current and get back out and maybe be in position. So, you mentioned earlier in the last heat that the surf appears to be dropping. I'm seeing the same thing. I think I'm in agreement. You told me you came down here around 6 o'clock yesterday evening, and it was just smashing.
Yeah, it was really big. The waves are coming over the bridge and then just washing everyone at the main street here. And some people was just surfing in the street, man, pulled by cars and motos. Yeah,
Wow.
it was kind of a party. And everyone was there taking shots with their phones and everyone. Yeah, it was huge, man.
So Amory Laverne showed me an Instagram clip today of just chaos over at the foot of the bridge with waves washing over, knocking people over on their motorbikes. Tanner McDaniel had a wild clip. It was really crazy here. We just squeaked through that first heat of the men's division before everything shut down. It was just wild times yesterday afternoon. This morning when I arrived, some bomb sets coming through, but it seems to be mellowing out now.
Yeah, it's definitely more clear now. As we see up and riding in white, Gary Thatcher goes for the roll on the incoming closeout section. Nice wave for Gary Thatcher. Definitely the first solid score of this heat, Jay.
Definitely good to get a wave under his belt. We're going to speak about getting under the belt. Let's get an interview under the belt with Bego Martinez. Bego, go ahead.
Thank you, guys. We were fixing, the details here. First interview of the day. Ali Javed, local, you totally destroyed out there. It looks uncomfortable. Tell us what happened.
Yeah, first I was very nervous, but after my first wave, I got my confidence back. Yeah, it was very strong. The current is strong. The wave is, it's very strong. It's very difficult out there, but anyway, I'm very happy that I won the heat. Yeah.
How do you feel about having this event here?
Yeah, I'm very happy. I would like to thank IBC and MBBA to hosting this event in here. Yeah.
That's amazing. You want to say something in Divahi, which is a local language?
Yeah, me huria divenas modelangote, me adu kuriangote round 1 and round 2 round 1 ade දෙයකී දිවෙහින් එම්ම ගදයන් අරාරන්ට තැහෙම වීහාස් කියන දිවෙහි සපෝට් කර මෙතන අවමගේ ආරමගේ වරබොඩ දෙමයි. Thank you.
Woohoo! Divehi support. Very nice. Congratulations and best of luck for the rest of the competition. Back to you guys.
Yeah, I got 4 words in Divehi. Round 1, round 2, IBC, and thank you.
That's impressive. That's impressive, man. I don't know how you did that, but...
Well, actually, I know 3 words in Divehi. Bachaveri Hendune, which means good morning. So these are 2 words.
Okay, yeah.
And then Shukriya, which means thank you.
Shukriya, I'm going to remember that.
Yeah.
Because there's a famous musician named Chick Corea. So Shukriya, I'll think of Chick Corea, the famous jazz musician. Okay, easy enough for me. My old school reference. Okay, so opening ride for Gary Thatcher was a real barn burner for him, enough to push him in the first place with a 5.75 with that roll that we saw earlier. So Thatcher leading the way here, and if he gets a backup score, he's going to be well and truly in front. 13 and a half minutes to go in this heat. Taking second position at the moment, Alexander Montes, a very low score, 4.5 points. So that means that his other two competitors are right on his heels. Lucien Vuelsteek and Sakichi Shinmon don't need much to advance through this heat. So right now, Gary Thatcher in a good position, and looks like a rider up and riding, punching through the roof of this one. And this is yellow, Alexander Montes, our Spaniard out there, getting a decent wave, and that could definitely help his situation. Needs a 3.26.
Yeah, I think that Alexander is actually from Canary Island, and I have seen this guy ripping in the free surf. He was out there like since when I reached my first day here, and he's very amped and surfing as much waves as he could on those days, and I saw some really good moves from this kid.
You know, I like that. There's, you know, the Canarians are a very proud group of bodyboarders. They have a very, very tight-knit bodyboarding crew, and I mean, we crowned the world champion at one of the premier waves in the world, which of course is on Gran Canaria. That's El Frontón. That'll be coming up in late October. Again, Frontón King, just an amazing event. I was fortunate enough to be a part of that last year and see Jeff Hubbard take the win at that event. We crowned our world champion in the men's, which division we're in right now, with Tristan Roberts. So yeah, that's a deep, deep pool of talent on that island.
So up and riding, Seikichi just trying the roll right there, but went out the back, so incomplete move for Seikichi, which now is in third position, and he needs 4.26 to qualify.
So we saw Alexander Montes pick off a 4.5 point wave, which pushed him now into first position. But Gary Thatcher, without a second wave, doesn't need much, a 1.25 to regain the lead. We're down to 11 minutes remaining in this heat, and yeah, definitely tough conditions out here today. Some of the heats yesterday, we saw riders catch 6, 8, 10, even 10 waves in a heat. Some riders in other heats later in the day caught no waves, so that shows you how quickly the swell pulsed up yesterday afternoon. We were aware it was happening in terms of the forecast, and we just didn't know when it was going to peak, but it seems like it peaked overnight, or at least around dark yesterday.
Really does.
You know, a lot of the riders seeded into later rounds have taken off this morning for other points around Maldives, which is a good time to mention the fact that, you know, Visit Maldives is the title sponsor here. You want to visit this place, man. It is chock full of surf. 1,192 islands in this island chain, and a lot of them have perfect ruler edge reef break waves, and really close to here too. I mean, you can be half an hour on a boat, you can be in just absolutely pristine surf in either direction. So a lot of opportunities to get good surf here.
All right, Jay, with 10 minutes remaining, heat situation, Alexander Montes in first position. His best wave, it's a 4.5, backing up with the 2.5. Gary Thatcher in second with only one wave, 5.75. Seikichi in third, 1.5 and 1.4. Needs 4.25 to get second position and then qualified to the next round. And in third, Lucien Vuelsteek with 1.1 and a 0.5. We have a rider up and riding. I think it is Gary Thatcher come around this tiny little section, but not much there for Gary.
So in red, up and riding with first priority, that's Lucien Vuelsteek, unable to find an open section to hit there. We saw the same thing happen to Gary Thatcher. So those guys were 1, 2 in priority, and now they've both given up their priority. which may or may not come into play here. We got a broad lineup with a lot of current, so not sure that priority is always coming into play here, but at this point, Alexander Montes in first place and holding down first priority is really in the driver's seat at this point. Sekichi Shinmon's second priority at this point. He's in third place and needs a 4.26, so it's going to be interesting to see if these guys play that priority to try to prevent the likes of Gary Thatcher from getting another wave and solidifying his second position.
Yeah, and it's so good to see these new young generations like Alexander just, riding as Pro Junior and men's division. This for him is like more than a training, because, it's going to be smart for him to stay as much as he can in the water, especially only with 3 riders, so he can really understand more and more how this wave works during the day with different tides and different conditions. As I really expect that everything runs good and the swell gets cleaner and cleaner during the day.
Yeah, definitely seems to be the case. There's still a few bombs pushing through. You can see one right there just steamrolling through the lineup. And, our IBC videographer is just probably loving the warm water. Right?
Yeah.
He's out there getting knocked around, but, hey, it's a lot warmer than Chile.
A nice quick bottom turn there for Alexander, fighting a roll in that first section. Just looking down the line to see if there's something else right there. Nice little spin, and a reverse there that's what we're mentioning now, is just more for a better position to pedal out.
Yeah, exactly. You want to hit the left-handers today, man. The right-handers are just going to stuff you into position where it's going to take forever. That replay, we see a nice clean roll off the lip, trying to fight his way around the section, and really you just want to keep riding in that direction to get out of that current. Maybe you get another move off like he did right there with the forward spin, and still some open face, manages to get sort of 3/4 of a reverse spin in, but that was good enough for a 4.15. And I just mentioned going right's a bit of a risk, and wow, red Lucian Voilsteek gets pummeled on the right-hander, and now you see he's stuffed way out of position, and in 4th place he may be out of time. We'll see if he can get back out with 5 minutes 50 seconds to go in this heat.
Yeah, and just a little bit of Portuguese right now, as we have Sekichi Shimon, que é brasileiro, né, lá do Nordeste, se não me engano, de Fortaleza. Há muitos anos atrás eu tive a oportunidade de receber o Sekichi lá em casa para competir um campeonato do circuito carioca, na época, lá em Taquatiara, e foi muito legal poder conhecer o Sekichi, um cara assim de uma educação, assim, de uma humildade, um cara realmente muito gente boa. Foi um prazer recebê-lo e criar essa amizade. Na verdade, é isso que o esporte traz para nós, essa possibilidade de você se tornar amigo de pessoas que moram longe da sua casa e você recebê-los, né? Queria agradecer aí a galera que está mandando os comentários aí, meu grande brother Israel Moretoni, na onda o camiseta branca, dando um aéreo ali. O Gary Thatcher não conseguiu completar, mas aproveitando aqui para mandar um abraço pro meu camarada Israel, que está aqui comentando. Take us to the replay, Jay.
Yeah, so he uncorks a nice little invert out there on the shoulder in some bouncy conditions, but he can't hang on and complete the move